Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Dr. Varun Gandhi, and you're listening to the Power Punch Club podcast. So, this is a podcast for students, more specifically, students in Asia and Africa who are applying to the top universities in America, Canada, all over Europe, like England, Germany, Netherlands, or Australia, New Zealand, so pretty much all over the world. This podcast will also cover topics that are related to your application, so like your resume, your statement of purpose, your letter of recommendations. We'll talk about universities and degrees to apply to, what these universities offer. We'll talk about the job profiles. We'll talk about hot careers and industries. Also, we're going to interview your fellow students, the same very students who are applying, who are attending the same universities that you are applying to here in America. So, we're going to talk to students from universities in California, from universities in Texas, from universities in New York, in Georgia, in Washington, so all over the country, all the top universities. So we're gonna have them on our podcast. We're gonna talk to them about what they do on a day-to-day basis, what their lifestyle looks like, and you guys will get a better understanding of what it is to be at one of those universities. So now you can make a better decision. So just recently, I was reading through the Facebook group on university admissions, and I came across several comments by many students, and I found that there was a common theme in all of these comments. That theme was that a lot of them were misconceptions. So many of these groups have so many people talking about spreading misinformation throughout these groups, and it's really, really unfortunate. So from now on, I make this another goal of this podcast to stop the spread of misinformation. So every time we come across a misconception, we're going to point it out. We're going to create an episode and we're going to talk about it. And also, let me tell you guys, if you guys come across anything, if you guys want to tell other people about the misconceptions that you're finding, please send them to us, email us, or post a comment and talk to us, reach out to us. And we will make sure that we air it on this podcast and we will give a special shout out to you. But let me tell you, you're not going to be able to put that on your resume as an internship. So this is the most common misconception I've found in reading through all those comments, is that y'all place too much emphasis on your GRE scores. You guys don't need to spend that much time. You guys take at least 8 months to a year on your GREs? No. And only 2 months on your application? No, that's not the way to go. You got to flip that, guys. Spend 3 months on your GRE scores, get the average 315, 320, 325. That's cool. But now you got 6 months, 8 months to focus on your application because that's where it's really at. Why do you guys focus so much on GRE scores? Unless you're applying to the top of the top like Harvard or MIT, where you need to get a 335 on your GREs, only in those cases you really, really need to study for a year. Maybe not even then. But if you're applying to your standard run-of-the-mill where you need a 320, 325, 315 to 325, you don't need to study that hard. But now, go and work on your application. I'd start out with your letter of recommendation, start planning that, then work on your statement of purpose, and then your resume. That's where the real gold is, the real money lies. Your letter of recommendations, your statement of purpose, your resume, job experience, work experience, project experience, some kind of experience, research experience. All of this needs to be part of that. So another really common misconception is that I don't need to write a unique statement of purpose for each program. No, guys, you really need to tailor your statement of purpose for each program that you are applying to. Why? Because it says so in the university application. Look at the statement of purpose description, and they will ask you always to write about how do you align with their university? How do your goals and your background aligns with what the university stands for? And the way they ask that is they say, tell us why you would like to attend this university. So now what you have to do is you have to go onto the website of this university, of this specific degree and a program, Read about what they do, read about the opportunities, read about the scope, read about the research, read about the faculty, read about the program, read about the degrees, the courses offered, the structure, and then talk about how it matches with your background and your goals and what you want to accomplish. And talk about how your background has helped you get to this point. You're definitely going to have to do this research because you know that no two schools are alike, especially not their research programs. There are very different kinds of research out there, and so you have to do this research and write about how this particular program, this particular degree will fit your goals and fit your future, and how they will help you achieve your goals. So those are the two most common misconceptions that I've found, that I've read about online. So please don't fall for these. These are not true. Write your own statement of purpose for each of these programs that you're applying to. So definitely do that. And make sure that you don't place too much weight on your GRE scores and focus on the other parts of your application. Okay, also if you find any other misconceptions, please send them to us and we're going to spread the word. You have our word for that. We're definitely going to do this. We don't want any misconceptions out there in this industry. All right? There's too much at stake. Your lives are at stake here, and we don't want any misconceptions in this industry right now. Also, please find us on powerpunchclub.com, or you can find this podcast on powerpunchclub.com/podcast, or you can find us on iTunes at the Power Punch Club Podcast, or on our YouTube channel, our Quora page, or on our Facebook page. Just search for Power Punch Club and you'll find us. Also, keep posting your questions. We'd love to hear from you. We're definitely going to start responding to your questions as well. So watch out for that. All right, guys. Talk to y'all soon.